How much would you say you knew about taxes?
Barely any. That's why when you came and you broke it down, I was like, if you're making 20K a month, you're burning 70K a year. And I'm like, no one wants to leave 70K on the table. If you know something can benefit you and possibly impact your life, why would you wait for it? The speed that Leo works at is perfect for business.
Right, welcome to this new client interview. Today we're joined by Zen.
Great to see you, bro.
Thank you for coming on. Do you want to briefly introduce yourself?
Yeah, so a little bit about me. My name's Zen, and I am now living out in Bali, moving over to South America, and I run e-com businesses and also do high ticket sales.
Okay, so obviously when you get into the online space, there's loads of ways to make money, right? What made you get into online sales and e-com?
Well, coming back 2023, I actually attempted e-com back then and wasn't successful. Didn't really have the formula, didn't really know what I was doing. I was just watching YouTube videos, hoping for the best, invested into a program where, turned out to actually be a scam. A bunch of other people got scammed. The fun part of the online space. And then my brother said to me, he said, why don't we learn something like a high income skill? Something that we know that for the next, 5-10 years, we are going to have a skill in the space that is going to be valuable. And then stumble across finding about online sales. You can do it from your bed home. You can do it from your undies, sitting in your bedroom, taking Zoom calls. So we're like, cool. And then started in the space. And then, fast forward a year later, it's now given us the ability to be able to travel across the world and now, move over to South America.
Amazing. It really is one of the easiest things to start.
Yeah, it's no risk. It's no really, all you got to do is invest into a mentor and then land an offer. And you don't have to do ads. You don't have to generate your own leads. You literally have to sit there in a Zoom call and be able to close people.
Obviously, you said you tried e-com, didn't really work, and then you got into online sales. Obviously, you started making a bit of money, and some people think about it a bit earlier, some people think about it a bit later, but everyone starts to think about taxes when they're making money.
Yep.
So for you, before meeting me, how much would you say you knew about taxes?
Barely any. That's why when you came and you broke it down, I was like, oh, wait. It was like, if you're making 20K a month, you're burning 70K a year. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. No one wants to leave 70K on the table. So yeah, pretty much none. It was like, you hear about taxes and you hear about, like, until it becomes a problem. Until you start actually making money, it's not a problem. Like if you're making 60K a year, it's not a problem. You're not worried about tax. But when you start making the 10K a month, 15K a month, 20K a month, you're like, oh, hang on, wait, why am I paying money for nothing? And then we found you through one of our guys, Anton. He connected us and he said, yeah, you can get 0% tax. I was like, 0% tax? What's that?
Yeah. And obviously, a lot of people defer it, right? I know you broke it down and, if you're making not a lot of money, it's not a problem because this is not the first problem you're going to have, right?
Yep.
The first problem you're going to have in the online space is how to actually get paid,
yep.
right? But obviously you get to a point where you're like, okay, maybe now I should start thinking about sorting out my taxes. For you, what was that moment that you said, okay, now is the time we need to sort this out? Because a lot of people defer it and say, I'll do it later when I'm making a bit more money. What made you say now is the time?
I'd say the biggest reason is the reason why I'd done it then, or like for that now period was then, is because I knew what I was building and I had a lot of confidence and I just watched from what I originally made from like the first month of sales to like month 6. And I knew by month 12, I would be making, 50% to 100% more than what I was making currently. So I just knew that I was going to be making more. And I'm like, why not jump on it now? The connection's opened and then just take action now. It's like the fastest thing is like speed of implementation. It's like, if you know something can benefit you and positively impact your life, why would you wait for it? And that was like the mentality.
It's about building the foundations as well, right?
Exactly.
Because a lot of people have all these big goals and ambitions, but they don't back it up, right?
Yep.
You tell them, how much do you think you're going to be making in the next 12 months? And they're like, I'm making like 500,000, a million. I'm like, okay, well, if that's how much you're going to be making, this is how much you're going to be saving. And that's supposed to be a no-brainer, but they're like, what if I don't? And then doubt starts to creep in.
Yeah, it was just like, I back myself in my ability to be able to make money. It's like, what's an investment into myself, knowing that in the future, I'm not going to have to worry about it and we can sort it out now.
So my next question for you, Zen, is obviously when trying to sort this out, you're a bit in the dark. You said you didn't really know much about taxes. So when you're choosing a guy to help you with this thing, you kind of need to trust them on what they suggest you, the strategy they give you, because for all you know, like everything, I say could be bullshit,
Be a
right?
scam.
So, and there's no way to find out, right? Until someone sends you some letters, right? ATO, HMRC, whatever. So trust is definitely a big thing. Everyone I've spoken to, I've said trust is the main thing. So for you, what made you say, okay, Leo is the guy for me?
I think the first conversation we connected via Zoom, and just having that conversation, it was like, I'm in sales. He gets it. It's not like, okay, buy now, buy now. It's not like that high pressure sales. It's like, you get it. Like at the end of the day, when you're in sales and you understand like the relationship part, the relationship's worth more than the sale. Sometimes the sale might take longer. But already being, known another guy in the space who had invested with him, comes to find out another guy that I knew had invested into you. So it's like, I already knew two people that had invested into you and said positive things. So the reputation in the space of your name was already ahead. So that already did the selling for you. And then jumped on a call, and then you broke down the numbers. It's like, oh, you got to do it now. And I was like, well, I don't really need to do it now. And then I like thought about it. I'm like, I would do it at this date. And then we started.
Yeah.
So,
And then no high pressure sale. I was like, okay, this is when we're going to start. Like,
yeah,
fine,
boom.
we're gonna
Jumped on. Okay, cool. Paid the first part of it. Got started.
We were talking about this earlier, right? About reputation, about how small this space is. Everyone knows each other. If you burn your reputation, it's gone.
It's a big thing. It's like, always do good business, even when it may not be in your favor to do the good business. The good business will always go further, because your reputation is everything in the space. If you do one person wrong, yes, it may only be something so small, but it will just come back in the future, and it just affects future business. Where if you just take the sacrifice, you might have to take a little bit of profit loss, but you know that your reputation is good. That's the biggest thing.
100%. So now, how long have we been working together? Almost 6 months.
6 months since, was it March,
I think
April?
we started.
Yeah, April we invested.
So how has the experience been so far working together?
Yeah, it's like the stress is off your shoulders. I don't really have to worry. Now I've got money moving to a different account. I don't really think about it. It's not like in my mind, it's like, oh, I've got to pay tax. And now it's like, we've got to clean up this other bank account and clean up this old company. And then we're done. And then I'm like, okay. So it's like, there's no worries. There's no like mental real estate that goes in the back of my mind. Oh, I've got to lodge BAS. I've got to do this. I've got to send this. I've got to pay the ATO. It's like, I don't have to worry about it. That's why I pay you. So you worry about that. Okay, then we got to do this. We got to lodge this claim. We got to do this for this business. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Done. I don't want to do this. I just want to focus on what I do best, which is selling and, generating content and building the brands and scaling them. I don't want to have to worry about tax. I don't want to have to worry about, why is this money go over here? Need to pay this thing, do this. It's like, I don't want to worry about that. Yeah. I just want to worry about what I do best.
So it sounds like now that everything is sorted, you feel, you feel great. Like,
feel free.
Really,
you feel so much more free.
Which is what, we get into the online space for, like freedom, right? And as we said, step one is making the money, but step two is, keeping it and making sure no government can come after you, right? No bank, no individual bank can come after you.
And of course, done correctly and done with the proof. Like when you work with Leo, you'll build up a case and build up proof that you're in a different place. So whether it's, license, being around and having, rental agreements, all of these different things. And of course, having the 24 hours WhatsApp support. So you can shoot Leo a message and then say I shoot him a message at 9 a.m. He's responded by 12 p.m. Okay, this is what you need to do. Hey, I'm going to need this document, needed the W-9 document. Bang, got done within 24 hours. So like the speed that Leo works at is perfect for business.
Sounds like you've had a positive experience.
It's been very well.
Okay, amazing. Well, my last question for you, Zen, is what would you say to someone who's on the fence, who's maybe made his first 5-10K a month, who's thinking about it, but he's like, nah, I don't want to spend this money now. I'll figure it out later.
The question to answer that best, it just comes down to a single fact. Like, anyone that you're following in the space that has done big things, which when I say big things is, past 30, 40, 50 plus a month. Every single person that's done big things has invested in themselves, whether it's for a mentor, for an accountant, for a lawyer, everyone has invested into themselves. So for you to think that you're going to get to that place of doing big numbers a month, exiting companies for, multiple 8 figures, you are going to need an accountant at one stage. So if you believe you're going to get there, why not invest earlier, set yourself up correctly? Like, by all means, don't invest. You probably won't get there.
Well, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thanks for coming on. And let me know what you think in the comments. If there's anything else you want to see, just let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.